Hi, good morning. It's very, very early in the morning, but as you can see, I have found my extendable monopod. I'd left it at work. Honestly, what a start to the day. So, I'm going to go and meet Simon, and we're going underground today. Thank you. Right, well here I am at Kemback. Just waiting on Simon to arrive. The road was closed up that way, so I hope Simon can get in okay. There's a nice waterfall up here. I'll just go and show you that. Well, there's much excitement here at Spiz as Simon has arrived. There he is, getting his gear organised. There he is. So we're going to go up around the back and up and along, and hopefully we'll find an old bridge, a graveyard. I've shown you the waterfall, and hopefully we'll be walking onto the quarries, or probably take the cars. I think that's probably a more sensible idea. Right.
Two places, even though they're about 5 minutes apart.
Right. Well, Simon and I just getting to know each other, and we're coming up to the top of this hill. We're a bit knackered. Well, I am anyway. And here we have come up, I can see the ruin, much excitement. So we're going into the ruin. Right, here's the ruin of Kemback Church. So this is just the outside of it. 1583 this ruin is from. There you go. And up in the hills there somewhere, I believe, Simon, there's somebody walking up there, look.
Yeah, that's quite a common footpath to be using, so there's a nice bench up there where you can kind of look out towards Cooper and everything else. Probably not very interesting to hear about, but...
Oh, that's all right, well, excellent. Yeah, up in those hills, I believe, I don't know if it's this hill or not, there was, hang on if I turn this camera around. Right. I believe up in those hills up there, Simon, was an old GPO radio phone station, am I correct? With aerials and all sorts of things up there, back in the...
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. It's not something I've heard of before.
Right, well...
Unless it's been long gone since I was born anyway, which probably explains why I've never seen it.
I think it probably has, because there was a lot of sort of like slate, sandstone up there, and there's not much silver or lead, which makes it a natural amplifier, I believe.
Well, the sandstone kind of links into the abandoned quarries we'll take a look at later on.
Excellent, right. So I think there was an old GPO station here somewhere. All that remains now seemingly is an old gate into the field. That is all that remains. So there's not much here, but we're going into the ruin right now.
You get these Maltesers. Would you like one?
I will have a Malteser. Yeah, we're going to have a Malteser. But first of all, here's an interesting fact about these gravestones that I found online, that they all point eastward in anticipation of the second coming of Jesus Christ. So there you go. Fascinating fact of the day. Dun, dun, dun.
So you probably know more about this place than I do. I've lived here all my life.
Right, we're still here at Kemback. We're going into the old kirk, which was built in 1582, and then it was extended in 1760. They heightened the walls and they enlarged the galleries. So, watch your head, Simon. Let's go. Oh, crikey! She fell down the stair there. Right, here we are then inside Kemback. Now, we have been here before. This is Simon's old stomping ground. There's only very few graves here, really. Not much to see, but
there's a few so this one has...
Hang on, Simon's going to tell you all about it. Where's my turnaround? Oh, action.
So the only thing I really know about these graves is some of them have interesting sort of skull marks. I think the one at the back here.
Oh, yes, yes.
Has a skull and crossbones on it, and as far as I know, don't quote me on this completely, but I think
well, we will quote you.
I think that's to do with plague victims.
Oh yes, indeed, right. Because there was something to do with a disease here back in the 17th century. I will tell you all about it in a minute. Yes, back in the 17th century and the 18th century, there was a disease very similar to malaria going around the Kemback area, around the old church. That was called the drop of the ague. I think I pronounced that right, I don't know, but it was a disease very similar to malaria. So they had to drain this whole area because it was very, very marshy back in the 18th, 17th century. So they drained it because there was like lots of little mosquito-y things that were giving people diseases at Kemback called the drop of the ague. Did you know that, Simon?
I did not.
Ah, well, you do now. There you go. Spiz gets one over on K-Bone. Well, I found this interesting gravestone here. It's to Peter Young. And just on the bottom there, they obviously couldn't afford an engraver, So they've just written it in chalk. There you go. But I'm sure it's not vandalism or graffiti, it's just letting us know that his great-grandson was here. Awesome.
Nice weather and stuff.
I suppose. I did an urbex on this, but they didn't put it on the site. It got sent to the bin for some reason. They said it didn't qualify as an urbex. But there's an outside shot of the lovely ruins of Kemback. Now on the lintels, actually on one of the lintels, I want to go and find, see if it says the date, 1753 or...
Instinctively fall back.
Well, we've just discovered that Simon has a fear of dogs. Here's an Alsatian. You pick it up somewhere. Right, Simon says, this is where the waterfall water starts from. There's a boating pond somewhere. Well, you can see goes all the way down there, all the way down to where the waterfall is. Right, here we go, Simon, action.
Well, here we are at this old bridge. I don't know how old it is, but it's fairly old. There's not actually that much to it, but surprisingly it stood the test of time. But what I believe this is an old cattle drover's bridge that would lead the cattle down the path there, through the ford, and then up the path that way towards Blubber Creeks.
Oh yes, right, okay.
And obviously there's a bridge there as well, which you can still walk across. It feels a bit precarious, but it's nice.
Well, I think we should do that, Simon, don't you? We're going for a walk. Here we go. Right, well, here we are on top of this old drover's bridge. Now, Simon says this has sentimental value for him, but for me, it's really just another bridge. And it is actually, I can feel the sense of history here. So, for me, I'm afraid this one's going to get, on the speedometer, a 3 out of 10 for this one. But Simon's going to give it his own mark. I'll video him doing his own thing. Okay, thank you. Go.
There we go. So, like I say, this bridge has particular sentimental value to me. So I used to come here all the time when I was younger, just as a place to come and sit and think, because it's really nice here. And yeah, so I don't know if I can give it a necessarily fair mark out of 10, but it'll get a 6 from me.
Oh, a 6. Oh, that's quite a high mark, Simon. Okay. Well, I'm going to go in a bit closer here now with the camera so you can get a good look at the brickwork on it. And it goes away up there. It's a lovely place, I must say. You can imagine. So that was a 3 from me and a 6 from Simon. So that's an 11 altogether, which is 55%. Well, this is very exciting. Simon's taking me into this old boating yard that is part of the Blebo estate. Now it's quite boggy underfoot.
Yeah, definitely stick to where the green is.
Right, okay. Stick to the green. That's the advice.
You can hear the water in the distance. That's for the beginning of the tributary that leads to the Kemback waterfall.
Excellent. So there you go. Look at this, an old boating pond that is part of the Blebo estate. This is kind of like a little secret bit that Simon's discovered. It's a bit boggy underfoot, but isn't it lovely? Undiscovered and... Oh, there's my hand shaking again. What's going on? Beautiful. What a little place this is. Awesome. Well, thank you, Simon, for taking me there. That was really awesome. It was just a nice little boating pond, but it's going to get just a 2 out of 10. Oh, no, maybe a 1.5 actually out of 10. No, what am I saying?
I think 2 seems fair to me.
Yeah, 2. We'll go for a 2. We've gone for a 2 because it's secret, it's hidden away. Nobody knows it's there. You can see it's slowly going away. It's obviously over the years it's just been...
Sort of silting up and slowly disappearing from time.
That's the word. Silting up and slowly disappearing through time. So there we go. A 2 out of 10 for the secret boating pond here at...
Blebo Estate, the edge of.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's slightly more poetic than I'm used to speaking in tone.
That's what you do, fine.
I've just gone gibberish.
We'll have that one in the outtakes. Thank you.